Pluto TV is a free ad-supported streaming television, FAST, service owned and operated by the Paramount streaming division of Paramount Global. 1. Co-founded by Tom Ryan, Ilya Pozin, and Nick Grouf in 2013 and based in Los Angeles, California. 2. Pluto is a free ad-supported streaming television, FAST, service available in the Americas and Europe that primarily offers programming content through digital linear channels designed to emulate the experience of traditional broadcast programming. 3. 4. The service's revenue is generated from video advertisements seen during programming within commercial breaks structured similarly to those found on conventional television. 5. Pluto TV licenses its content directly from providers. As of March 2020, it had deals with 170 content partners providing more than 250 channels and 100,000 unique hours worth of programming. 6. In October 2020, Pluto TV became part of the newly created Viacom CBS Streaming, renamed Paramount Streaming in February 2022, both to be led by Pluto TV CEO Tom Ryan. 7. 8. Its content is available via its website and mobile apps on Android and iOS operating systems. In January 2022, the service reached a total of 64 million monthly active users. 9. In April 2022, Pluto TV reached 68 million monthly active users. 10. 11. In July 2022, Pluto TV reached 69.9 million monthly active users. 12. As of April 2023, Pluto TV has a total of 80 million monthly active users. 13. History. Early years, 2014 to 2019. Pluto TV first launched its beta website on March 31, 2014, and was co-founded by Chairman and CEO Nick Grouf, Tom Ryan, and Ilya Pozin. 14. 15. Pluto TV was originally developed to provide curated channels of existing online content, offering a slate of nearly 100 categorized channels featuring content aggregated from various video sharing platforms, including YouTube, Vimeo, and Dailymotion, as well as additional content provided through partnerships with original web content services and television networks, including Funny or Die, QVC, Refinery 29, Rocket Jump and TYT Network. 14. The service was initially owned by Pluto Incorporated, which, during the second half of 2013 and early 2014, had raised $13 million in series of funding from investors that included Universal Music Group, Sky plc, UTA Ventures, and venture capital firms US Venture Partners, USVP, Queensbridge Venture Partners, Pritzker Group Venture Capital, Luminary Capital, Great Oaks Venture Capital, and Chicago Ventures. 5. 16. On May 14, 2014, Pluto unveiled a digital video recorder feature on its website known as My Pluto. Users could record content by clicking a Save Show button that would archive content from the channel as it played. 17. On July 1, 2015, Pluto TV announced that it had signed a deal with Disney's now-owned Hulu to distribute the ad-supported video content, available for free on Hulu's website at the time, including current season episodes of programs from ABC, NBC, and Fox, recent and older classic television series, and domestic and foreign animated programs. Under the arrangement, Hulu handled advertising for content made available through the Pluto website. Separately, in the weeks preceding the Hulu deal, Pluto TV had reached content agreements with AOL, Endemol Beyond USA, Shout! Factory, Jukin Media, and YouTube content channels Devon Supertramp, Multicom, Around the World in 4K and Amazing Places on Our Planet to distribute their programming on the service. 18, 19, 20, 21. In October 2015, 20 additional channels, featuring content from all studios, Awesomeness TV, Cracked, IGN, Just for Laughs, Legendary Digital Networks, Newsy, The Onion and Wildbrain, were brought onto the service's lineup, bringing the total number of curated channels offered by Pluto to around 120. 22. On May 15, 2016, Pluto TV signed an agreement with Sony to make the Pluto TV app available on the PlayStation Store for download by users of the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. In 2016, Pluto Incorporated raised $30 million in Series B venture capital funding from ProSiebenSat.1 Media, Scripps Networks Interactive, and venture capital firms Luminary Capital, Chicago Ventures and Third Wave Ventures. valuing the company at $140 million. The round was led by German television network ProSieben, with additional funding from telecommunications company Sky UK. 5. On April 30, 2017, Pluto Incorporated added a chief programming officer role, appointing Robert M. On May 15, 2017, Pluto TV launched a traditional video-on-demand offering, consisting a large library of films and television series licensed from such distributors as Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Viacom, which acquired the service itself 2 years later, Sony Pictures, Fremantle, Monstercat, King Features Syndicate along with 2 Canadian studios, Nelvana and Wildbrain, that are made available for individual viewing to Pluto users. 24/25, Variety reported that as of May 2017, the service was averaging 6 million users per month, 26, and, as of October 2017, it was rated one of the most watched Roku channels on Roku, 27. By October 2017, Pluto TV reached over 15 million users. On October 17 of that year, Pluto TV announced that it received a $5 million investment from Samsung Venture Investment Corporation as part of an $8.3 million round of funding raised by various investors. 28. On March 15, 2018, Pluto TV entered into a partnership with SpotX to provide advertising monetization services for Pluto, including engendering sales from media buyers breaking into over-the-top content services. 29. On August 1, 2018, Vizio launched a new ad-supported streaming platform powered by Pluto TV, called WatchFree. This service is built into several models of Vizio's line of internet-connected smart TVs, particularly those supporting its SmartCast operating system, and is advertised as having an easy-to-navigate, cable-like interface. 30. On October 1, 2018, Pluto TV expanded into parts of Europe, with the launch of a platform on Sky's Now TV service in the United Kingdom, offering an initial slate of more than 12 curated channels. 31. Also in October 2018, Pluto TV picked True Optic to help with advertising inventory. 32. On December 4, 2018, Pluto TV launched a regional service in Germany and Austria, also through a separate collaborative agreement with Sky, with the app's content made available initially via the Sky TV Stick. The German/Austrian service originally incorporated a slate of 15 streaming channels, consisted of both Pluto-exclusive services with both German and English-language content as well as channels compiled by third-party content providers. 33/34. Purchased by Viacom/Paramount Global Ownership, 2019-present. On January 22, 2019, Viacom announced its intention to acquire Pluto TV for $340 million. 35/36. Viacom's plans for Pluto TV included using the service as a marketing tool for its portfolio of linear media brands, including incorporating more licensed content from Viacom-owned properties, and to serve as a distribution outlet for its in-house digital content brands, such as Awesomeness TV, expanding the service into Latin America, and entering into partnerships with internet and mobile providers to cross-promote the service, and offer advertising inventory and revenue sharing. 37. The deal was completed on March 4, 2019. 38. On March 18, 2019, Viacom, through its Viacom International Media Networks, VIMN, unit, announced plans to launch Pluto TV worldwide. VIMN President James Carrell stated that the company believed the global SVOD sector was becoming too crowded and capital-intensive, choosing to focus on building scale through ad-supported streaming platforms. 39. On May 1, 2019, Pluto introduced branded channels based on Viacom Media Networks-owned cable outlets and other Viacom properties, including content from Paramount Pictures, Nickelodeon, BET, Comedy Central, VH1, Logo, TV Land and MTV, along with Spike-branded channels based on the network's past formats of men's interest and outdoors programming. The free channels are not simulcasts of their namesake networks, as contractual restrictions with traditional pay television providers prevent it from distributing the full linear feeds, but instead focus primarily on archival content and series that Pluto TV has acquired from other content providers. 40, 41, 42, 43. Some of these branded services are direct offshoots of their linear counterparts, while others, such as CMT, Cheer 24/7, TV Land Sitcoms, TV Land Drama, MTV Teen, VH1, I Love Reality, and Nickelodeon offshoots Dora TV, 44, and Totally Turtles, 43, but added with Nick Movies and Nick Games, a 24/7 revival of the former channel that shut down for 8 years in December 31st, maintained themed formats offering specialty programming owned by Viacom and other program library partners. On June 13, 2019, Pluto TV was launched on Comcast's Xfinity X1 cable boxes, 45. On July 1, 2019, the service launched a Spanish-language programming tier, Pluto TV Latino, consisting initially of 11 Spanish and Portuguese-language channels, including 2 sports-focused channels, Lucha Libre and Comate World, that were previously assigned to the service's main sports tier, that incorporate programming originally produced natively in those languages and Spanish-dubbed versions of English and Portuguese programs, 46. On August 13, 2019, National Amusements announced that Viacom and CBS Corporation, which had split into 2 separate companies in 2005, 5 years after the original Viacom first acquired CBS's assets, would recombine their assets into a singular entity to be named Viacom CBS in a deal valued at up to $15.40 billion, 47, 48, 49. Following the announcement, Deadline Hollywood, citing sources within the company, identified Pluto TV as a potential outlet for CBS streaming content. Pluto had recently carried CBS News' CBSN, and technology and video game-oriented CNET Video, 50, additional channels from CBS, including the CBS News New York and Los Angeles services, and an Entertainment Tonight branded entertainment news channel, AT Live, were added to the service on November 13, 2019, prior to the completion of the merger, 51. Pluto TV's logo used from January 7, 2020 to January 28, 2024. In September 2019, Pluto TV became available on mobile platforms in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. The service first became available in those countries on iOS and Apple TV devices on September 6, and on Android devices on September 24, 52, 53. By November 2019, the service was estimated to have 20 million monthly active users, 54. On February 3, 2020, Viacom CBS announced that Pluto TV would launch in Latin America at the end of March, offering 17 channels available in 2 languages, Spanish and Portuguese at launch. Additional channels would be added on a monthly basis with more than 80 channels expected to be available by the end of 2020. Alongside content carried by Viacom CBS Network's international-owned local versions of its corporate parents' U.S. media properties, co-owned Argentine network Telef and Porta dos Fundos would also provide content for the service. 55, 56. The service was expected to launch in Brazil in December 2020, 57, but was anticipated and was launched on November 17, 2020, 58. In January 2020, Pluto TV unveiled a new logo at CES 2020, and later unveiled a redesign of its Apple iOS apps, which included a new channel guide and on-demand menu interface. 59, 60. The redesigned interface, absent the new logo, was rolled out to the website and desktop app the following day on February 21, its Roku app on February 26, and Android devices and other platforms on March 2, 61, 62. On February 20, 2020, Viacom CBS estimated that Pluto TV generated a monthly average of 22 million viewers in the fourth quarter of 2019, with expectations of its user base reaching 30 million monthly viewers by December 2020. The company also announced that Pluto content would be incorporated into a revamped version of CBS All Access, which would also add content from Viacom CBS domestic media networks' cable properties, Paramount Pictures, and CBS television distribution. Viacom CBS CEO Bob Bakish stated that Pluto TV, which will remain a free, standalone offering, would be part of the company's refocusing on 3 core streaming services, alongside the sub. On July 9, 2020, the service launched an app for Virgin Media customers in the United Kingdom, 67. On October 8, 2020, Viacom CBS announced Pluto TV's launch in Spain, Italy, and France, with 40 channels and thousands of hours of on-demand content, 68. On July 17, 2021, Pluto TV added several new channels including News 12 New York, Pluto TV Home, and Professional Bull Riders Ride Pass. 69. A deal made between Pluto TV and PBR allowed for Pluto TV to be the exclusive home to Ride Pass content. 70. On September 29, 2021, Pluto TV's parent Viacom CBS agreed to pay $3.5 million and enter into a consent decree with the FCC to provide clear and accessible closed captioning, which would often not be passed down to the consumer via Pluto TV apps or websites despite either being part of a program already or being captioned by the live programming provider. The FCC's determined the service had not implemented proper and visible settings to allow the pass-through of captions, removed captioning capabilities, and did not maintain email or telephone captioning support hotlines required by the FCC to address viewer complaints. Under FCC rules, all non-exempt full-length video programming delivered over the Internet must present closed captions if originally aired over American television with captioning, if the programming had previously been shown on television in the U.S. with captions. This effectively applies to most television programming created after 1984, along with the 1990 Television Decoder Circuitry Act of 1990, which mandated a requirement for captions to be accessible on all but the smallest televisions. 71. On November 29, 2021, Viacom CBS announced that Pluto TV would launch in Sweden, Norway, and Denmark by 2022 as part of a joint venture with Nordic Entertainment Group, phasing out the company's existing AVOD service Viafree upon launch. 72. On March 16, 2022, it was announced that the launch date of Pluto TV in the three countries will be on May 18, 2022. 73. On February 16, 2022, Pluto TV's parent company, Viacom CBS Streaming, was renamed to Paramount Streaming, in line with the rebranding of parent company Viacom CBS to Paramount Global. 74. On May 18, 2022, Pluto TV was launched in the Nordics through a partnership with Viaplay Group, formerly called Nordic Entertainment Group. 75. On July 13, 2022, Pluto TV added 5 new channel categories: game shows, daytime TV, home, food, and lifestyle and culture, and 2 new channels, Let's Make a Deal and the Judge Judy channel. 11. Additional channels devoted to Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune were added in August 2022. 76. On September 1, 2022, Pluto TV launched 2 new channels: the movie channel Aughts Replay, and The Ed Sullivan Show. More channels were added throughout the month. CSI, Miami and its spin-off CSI, New York, launched on September 13, 60 Minutes launched on September 24, and Hallmark Movies and More and Rachel Ray launched on September 26. 77. On October 31, 2022, Pluto TV announced that it programming. Pluto TV is structured similarly to the traditional cable television model, offering its content as designated channels categorized by program content type into multiple channel categories. Current categories: featured, new channels and special event content, movies, movie channels, consisting of both general format and genre-based, e.g., comedy, action, horror, services, entertainment, varied general and specialty entertainment-based programming, news plus opinion, mainstream news and opinion channels, crime-based programming, primarily dramas, reality and competition shows, game shows, mostly classic series, introduced in July 2022, wink with a frown. 11. Daytime TV, channels focused on soap operas, and talk, court and lifestyle programs, introduced in July 2022, wink with a frown. 11. Comedy-based services, consisting of stand-up, sitcom/sketch comedy, and curated viral video channels, wink with a frown. 83. Classic TV, channels focused on classic television shows and cartoons, mostly comedies, sci-fi, channels focusing on science fiction shows, introduced October 2023, drama, channels focusing on shows in the drama genre, introduced October 2023, true crime, channels about true crime documentaries, introduced October 2023, home, formerly Home Plus DIY, renamed in July 2022, lifestyle-oriented channels, mostly home renovation shows, wink with a frown. 11. Food, formerly part of Home Plus DIY, Introduced in July 2022, food-related programming, typically cooking shows, wink with a frown. 11. Lifestyle plus culture, formerly Explore, renamed in July 2022, history, science, animal, Christian channels, wink with a frown. 11. Sports, live and previously aired events, sporting news and analysis programs. Gaming plus anime, Japanese animation, mostly subbed, technology, and geek culture-oriented channels. Music, music videos and video concerts, audio-based music channels from Dash Radio were previously among the selections, but they were dropped in July 2020 and replaced by Vivo, wink with a frown. 84. En Español, Spanish-language channels, kids, channels aimed at children and young teenagers, local, regional news channels and geolocated stations, including CBS News local services. Seasonal channels. Season's Greetings, pop-up Christmas-themed movie and Yule log channels that operate from November 1st to December 31st. In November 2023, Pluto TV acquired streaming rights to the Chicago Thanksgiving Parade for broadcast on one of the seasonal channels. 85. Former categories: Explore, Travel, Lifestyle, Historical, Science and Special Interest channels. 11. As of August 2022, Pluto TV carries over 200 channels, packaging content acquired through various content syndication deals, as well as programming from Viacom-CBS's internal libraries. Traditional television channels whose feeds are carried directly on Pluto include WeatherNation TV, Newsmax TV, Dabble, Bloomberg Television, Sky News, CNN, Professional Bull Riders Ride Pass, 11 Sports, albeit with some events replaced with alternative programming due to streaming rights.